All right, whiskey, day one of the toad preparation.
Day only day.
Oh,
Today.
okay, it's gonna happen today. We don't have a garage, typical garage, so he's working on it here in the driveway because our garage is a party barn. It's been a long day and we didn't do video clips of the whole thing.
But a long day.
It was longer than you thought.
I don't want to say what I really think of e-trailer right now. those videos are edited.
Yeah, they make it look super easy, right?
Nothing about this one as easy as it was on the video.
No. But it went. So what's left? What did you do? Okay, you had the bumper off, and then
Bumper had to come off.
And you had to do the air guard thing and cut holes in it.
This had to be cut. This was kind of the thing that slowed me down a lot because the instructions were nowhere near even close. What?
Just talk louder.
And this is a complete mess. The demonstration video has a completely different bumper than this bumper. There's no real way to mount this.
What is that for?
That's to plug the electricity for the lights.
Okay.
And I've got the wire in there, running through the frame rail, coming out the back end, and that'll be for another day because I've had it.
Okay, but essentially, the worst is over, or no?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
And we have to work here because our barn is a party barn. And then the back, yeah, he's got the tail lights off.
Through the frame, up in here. And then I got to do all the wiring. And then send this to the other side and do it on the other side.
Okay. Well, to be continued. Now when that compressor goes off, you're going to jump. The toad is hooked up.
Toad is hooked up.
It's hooked up.
Everything went hard.
Look at the blue match, perfect. Okay, give us an overview.
The most important thing is the lights. So yes, we've got running lights, stop lights, tail lights, stop lights, and directional signals that are all working.
Excellent.
Let me do the other one with the brakes on.
Okay. Hold on, go ahead. We got turn signals, left turn, right turn.
And then just brake lights.
Brake lights. Wow. Regular lights. Okay, so tell us what you bought. You got the e-trailer.
So it's the e-trailer extra heavy duty tow bar. The only reason I got that over the light duty one, this is 10,000 pounds, I think. The other one was like 6, and it was $30 more. There are several options on the what's the part that's on the Jeep? Base plate.
Base plate.
The instructions. The base plate.
The base plate
was a little more difficult with it was really the bumper. It didn't go back together as easy as their videos show.
Right.
The plug, I kind of had to MacGyver because our bumper is a little bit different than the ones that
in the videos.
Showed in the video. But it works fine.
Safety cables.
These are the safety cables.
Okay, so they look different on this than the Ox something.
They shouldn't.
No? Okay.
They shouldn't. And these will stretch out. These will stretch out. And
once they're
fully stretched out, they lock in by themselves. I just brought it up here to park it to
check it out.
Mostly just to check the electrical because I still got to put one tail like that together.
Okay. Wow, look at that blue color, and that was totally lucky.
And as far as height, it's going to be tough to tell until we get both
get it
vehicles
rolling.
on flat ground. Yeah.
Okay.
But you can flip that whole thing upside down if you needed to adjust the height. I think we'll be fine.
Okay. We're getting ready for the towed test run. Sunday morning. We're just gonna go to the high school parking lot and connect there. We've got the Patriot brake system. We're gonna get that hooked up. We've got the, we did the e-trailer. It's an e-trailer?
E-trailer. Everything came from e-trailer.
Okay, but it says Roadmaster on the cover.
It's a Roadmaster
Okay, we got a cover.
It was the one that fits.
Over
that wasn't very clear on their website, so I checked with technical support. They said that will fit.
Okay, so we've got that.
This, I think it's right side up on the other side. So I don't know.
Okay, well, let's see you at the high school. We are here. We are at the high school grounds, and we have the motorhome and the Jeep ready. So I'm waiting for instructions to see what we're doing next. All right, so we're ready to hook up, and you already have one of those, what's it called, in your right hand?
The adapters.
Let's wait for the plane to stop.
Helicopter.
Okay, it's adapter.
So these are plastic covers, which just make it look nice and keep dirt from getting in there. These pins go in, and then you turn them quarter turn, and they are locked, and then this clevis holds it there. So those are attached to the base plate.
Okay, and you got to make sure you get those plastic covers.
Got to make sure you don't leave these on the ground. And then these swing out with the cables. Like so. And then I drive the Jeep up, and you're going to tell me when to stop, about when the bumper's about like right there.
Okay.
These are going to go in the glove compartment so they don't get lost.
We're doing this on a Sunday, so we're anticipating that there's not going to be much traffic in here.
And then these go on here. Clevis comes out. This pin comes out. This goes in like this. Again, I don't think it makes a difference which way these go. I'm going to go from the inside out. That goes in, locks over the pin, so that can't come out. Same thing over here. Undo that, pull that out. That goes in there. Just goes there. Okay, so that is secured. Now these, you see how they're different length because the Jeep's way over here. So, and these are crossed. So the one on the passenger side connects to the driver's side over here, and vice versa, so that when you're turning, it doesn't tighten. It's, and then, so I'm going to back up until one of these locks, and it's going to be this one first. And then there's...
And theoretically, you should know because it won't go back any further.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Where you're going to tell me, it should go click.
Okay.
Or, you know, there's people that never do that. There's people that just drive forward and say, but we haven't...
Right.
The Jeep is still in drive and running. Okay, so that's the physical connection. Now we need the electrical connection. So this.
Okay, what is this? This for the lights?
This is a 7-way to 6-way for the lights, for the brake, stop, tail, turn lights.
Which you already had wired.
Which I wired up. And this goes this way. It only goes one way. It'll only go in one way. The cap actually holds it.
Okay.
This goes right here. We have no place to keep it. I'm going to have to find something to tie this up because
Right, it's too long.
I'm going to get a coiled one. I already don't like it. And this, same thing. It only goes in one way.
This is why we're doing a test run.
Which might be the wrong way. There it is. And then this, we just watched some videos last night that say the whole idea here is don't put it on your trailer hitch, because if that breaks off, this is still attached to it, and that's a horrible situation. So I'm just going to attach it to the bumper.
Because what that does, that pulls that emergency brake thing out.
Everything, catastrophic failure, if the trailer hitch breaks off, everything goes, this pulls out and the Jeep brakes are applied hard.
And if you're on the highway, you're going to get rear-ended.
Probably. But that's better than your Jeep going into
like
the median, crossing traffic. In neutral, I'm going to put the transfer case, four-wheel drive, over, neutral, flashing light says neutral, four-wheel drive neutral warning, vehicle may move, even says down there, neutral.
It says, okay, so.
Neutral.
And then show those things.
So I'm still in neutral. I'm taking my foot off the brake, put it in neutral, turn it off, then put it in park. Good to go. Emergency brake is off, transmission's in park, transfer case is in neutral. That's it. Now for the brake, Patriot brake.
Okay, go ahead.
So we got the Blue Ox Patriot brake system, brand new. And this has a thing. Is that already? Oh, it already is. Okay, I had it. So there, that's a clamp. So you pull that up so it'll fit over the brake pedal, and then you just push that little button. It'll clamp right down on there. Gotta push the seat all the way back to get it in.
Okay, so you put it there.
Yep. It's clamped to the brake pedal, and the seat just goes right against that, like that. So it's snug, but it's not pushing on the brake. Then I'm going to plug it in. I had to get with the Jeep, the JLs, well, at least this one, the power source that's on battery is in the back. So rather than wire up something in the front, I got an extension cable. And then the part that comes from the braking system comes through the dashboard. And I've got enough room. That's for the breakaway. So if that breakaway pin in the front comes out, it activates that and slams on the brakes. This plug I just threw over there.
So that's the power to the system.
So that's power. Power button on. This is the first time we've ever done this. So there, it goes through a little, I don't know, am I supposed to push setup now? Where's the instructions for that? So, press the blue power button, the actuator will briefly adjust itself. The indicator lights will blink in repeating sequence. If the lights are solid blue or red, there's too much pressure on the brake pedal. So that seems to be fine. So now push the setup button. Cycle only once, then remain in the steady position. So that's ready to go. Now I got to turn on the other part in the motorhome. Okay, so we're going to do the other part. I got my co-pilot here. Say hi, Belle. Leave the door open. There's the, it came with this rubber mount. This works by radio frequency, I believe. It communicates with the unit in the back. Everybody said that it's very easy, and even if you got a 40-plus foot motorhome, it's not too far away. So there, I just turned it on. And it comes, force 5 seems to be pretty high. So I'm gonna, a lot of the videos that we saw had less than that. I'm going to go to 3 to start with because I don't want to wear out the brakes on the Jeep. I want it to work so that it feels exactly the same when you hit the brakes as it does when you're towing nothing. And that's it. Okay, so now we're going to test. I'm going to push my foot on the brake pedal, and you're going to see if the
lights work.
Patriot brake works in the Jeep on the pedal.
Okay. Ready.
Ready?
Yep. Nothing's happening.
Not doing anything?
Nope. Taking a moment to figure it out.
Hello.
He realized he has to pair the radio frequency of what's in the motorhome to what's in the Jeep. Of course, Bella's here to help. You stay there. So you had to hit setup there on that again?
It sounds like I should have had that plugged in
first
before I did the setup on this.
All right, that makes sense.
So I'm going to turn it off.
Oh, and then hit the setup again?
And then do the setup again.
Turn it back on. Okay, so you just hit the setup button again. In there and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm going to press the brake and see what happens. Hey, honey.
All right, he's in there. He's going to press the brake. Nothing. Nothing's happening. So this is supposed to be talking to the controller in the motorhome via radio frequency. It seems interesting.
I'm going to try something different.
He's trying something different. Oh, there we go.
That was manual.
Oh, okay. So manual worked. Okay, so you think you know what it is?
Yeah, I think I know what it is. You have to be moving because something senses when you're slowing down and it applies the brakes because it's working when I do the manual brake button. So that means it's communicating. It's working.
Right. Okay. So we'll just have to do a little. Want to just drive a little forward here, and then I'll close both doors and.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do it actually.
Okay, so triple checking. The windows are still open in the Jeep.
That's it. Well, we're just gonna go right here in the parking lot.
The emergency brake's off. It's in neutral. Okay, let's see.
Okay, we're gonna start moving. He's moving. He's moving faster than I can walk. Oh, the brake lights work. I heard brakes. Okay, so that works. Now we're testing the lights. You can't see me, that works. Right, okay. All good. Okay, I think we're ready to take a short drive.
Like that?
Yeah, we're just trying to shorten that up because otherwise it'll drag.
I tried to buy a coiled one, but it was, I think it was out of stock.
Okay.
The coiled one goes on this, and then you just,
so that makes sense. Okay, so note to anybody, that cord will drag, so.
There, it won't now.
Otherwise it's too long.
It's fine.
Well, we'll see. We're just going to do a test run, and then we're going to come back to the high school and unhook. Because this is never coming up our driveway like this.
No, I don't think so.
All right, Whiskey's going to drive first because I'm gonna need some practice. Good. And there it goes. I'm just gonna stay here. He's gonna drive it around the lot here. The blinker's working, that's good. He's gassing it up, wow. Okay. Sorry for the backlit, but that's just the way it is today. I'm getting the thumbs up. Good?
It works because that diamond icon, it showed the brake pressure.
Okay.
When I just hit the brake, so it works.
All right, that's good.
And I couldn't feel it.
You can't feel anything? Okay, we're gonna go for a short drive and then come back. We are connected, and now we're gonna go for a ride out in the world. We're rolling, and you can see the Jeep on the backup camera. It's a good place to test run.
It is on a Sunday, yes.
Okay, what's the report? We just went up a decent sized hill.
Just went up a decent sized hill, and it felt where it's a low speed limit going to a higher speed limit, and it felt like a tank. But I kind of anticipated that it would feel different going uphill. I would if this light was going to turn red.
Here
Yeah,
it is. It's going to turn red. Let's see. Okay. I see.
Oh, there it goes.
I don't know if we can see it in the video, the way the light is. Okay, so that's how you know it's doing something back there. Yeah. So you made an adjustment.
So
you
yeah,
think
5 seems to be right. Like I'm going to apply the brakes right
force
here.
5.
And there, they engaged, but not very much because
You're not going that.
I'm not trying to slow down a lot. And now I'm coasting, and they came off again.
You had it on 3 to start.
Hit it again. See, I just hit the brake a little harder.
Okay.
And to me, I can't feel it, which is perfect.
You don't really want to feel it.
You don't want to feel it.
And we discovered there is a button on there to illuminate that, so you can see a little bit better. Test run complete.
Okay.
How's it look? Everything's still intact?
Everything's still here. Looks exactly the same.
Okay, we went 5 miles maybe.
I have a hard time getting this clipped.
Nice t-shirt.
I wore it on purpose. Everything's still here. Everything worked great.
Everything worked great. So now we're just going to reverse the process.
Patriot brake out of there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Get the transfer case back in gear, and then you don't have to worry about the thing being in neutral and rolling away.
Right. Yeah. The fear is don't have your parking brake up. That's where some
don't have your parking brake
really
on, because everybody that's where everybody forgets and burns their brakes out. Like that's the most common thing that you see when people are doing videos where they're shaming themselves or posts on Facebook. Or
fire because your tire catches on fire back there. Okay, taking the
power button off, breakaway disconnected. This wire I'm just stashing underneath the WeatherTech floor mat. Yeah, I'll figure out a permanent solution to that, or that may be permanent. I don't know. Unplugging the power, which we know worked. That's good to know, that it doesn't shut off after a certain period of time. That plug can live back there. This, still clamped. Unclamp it. How in the world did we do that? Okay, I can't get it unclamped. Oh, pushing the wrong button. Okay.
That thing is super lightweight.
This thing weighs nothing. It's like, how does it even work? Okay, so
Parking brake is on now.
So now I can put it in neutral and get it out of neutral on the transfer case. So that's transmission in neutral. It's in 4 high, 2 high.
I'm going to close
Park.
the door.
And now we can disconnect it. It's not going to roll anywhere.
Okay.
Emergency brake on. It's in park, in gear.
So what's your thought on the red power cable?
I think it's fine.
Just with that bungee holding it short?
Yeah, it would be fine. Yeah.
So the power, the breakaway.
Breakaway is disconnected.
And then the pins. What are those technically called? Doesn't matter.
The attachment pins?
Yeah, doesn't matter. Whatever those pins.
And then these, you just squeeze that to unlock it. And I kind of thought they should have another position where they lock here, which is why you have to have the cover, because these things will just
all right, that
do that. Seems like a flaw. Those pins are very tight, but they're supposed to be. Keep your toes out of the way for when that thing drops down. Just thinking out loud whether I want the, I think I'm going to leave these on here instead of on the other part. It's less stuff in the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these go like this. There's a pin here, and when you lift it up, it allows it to go underneath that.
Okay.
And that's how it stows in the.
I see.
That position.
You were thinking of the other way.
I already said I was going to go the other way, right?
But
so we can get in
going
the driveway.
in the driveway, maybe it has. Which side?
Good question.
Which way was it first?
Got to do the bottom one first.
Which way was it coming out of the driveway?
It was that way. Yeah, that's right, because the tailpipe is going to scrape. So that's the low side.
Right.
So this will be better.
On our driveway.
On our driveway.
It doesn't come with a cover. You have to purchase it separately.
I think I put the cover. Should come with a cover.
Should come with a cover, and we need to get a lock for it. And how does the lock work? What locks? Just the trailer hitch itself?
Yeah, this pin would have a thing on the end where you have to put a key in there.
Got to get that.
Yes, because they don't give these away.
No, pretty pricey. So if you didn't have a cover, that stuff's just kind of all flopping around?
Yeah, that I would have to bungee cord those things so that they wouldn't just extend.
Seems kind of silly. Okay.
That's it.
And those get stowed, and we depart separately now. Test run complete. Any final words?
No. Success.
Success.